Long ago in the Himalayan foothills, there lived a silent monk named Anand. He spoke to no one. His hut was simple, a clay floor, a straw roof, and a small lamp flickering at dawn. Every morning, villagers would gather before his hut, sitting in silence, hoping for a teaching, a blessing, a miracle. But Anand would only emerge, sweep the earth before his doorway, and sit facing the rising sun, eyes half closed, unmoving. One day, a young man named Arya traveled from a distant kingdom to meet this monk. His life was in turmoil. His mind was a storm of regrets, anger, broken ambitions, and unhealed wounds. He had heard that just by meeting Anand, peace would return. When he reached the monastery, he fell to his knees before Anand and cried out, "Please, teach me how to live in peace. My words betray me. My thoughts enslave me. I hurt those I love, and I cannot forgive myself." Anand opened his eyes, deep pools of silent knowing. For a moment, their gaze locked. Arya felt his chest tighten as if an ancient pain was being seen for the first time. No words were spoken. Yet, in that silent gaze, Arya felt a profound transmission, a message that could not be spoken in human language. A vibration that said, "You are not your thoughts. You are not your words. You are the silent awareness beneath them." Tears fell from Arya's eyes, but he felt no sadness, only a deep, healing peace. The monk's energy had spoken directly to his soul, beyond the reach of words. Have you noticed, there are people who speak eloquently, with the finest vocabulary, yet you feel uneasy around them? And there are people who speak broken words, or speak very little, yet you feel safe, calm, and inspired in their presence. This is because words are secondary. Energy is primary. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every intention you hold, is energy. It radiates beyond your body, beyond your skin, like invisible waves, communicating silently with the universe and with every being you meet. Breathe deeply. Ask yourself right now, what is my energy saying? When I enter a room, when I sit silently with another, when I speak my words, what silent vibrations accompany them? Because the truth is, people hear your words, but they feel your energy. In ancient India, seekers would travel thousands of miles to sit before enlightened masters. Not to hear profound lectures or discourses, but simply to be in their presence. They called it darshan, the blessing of seeing and being seen by a realized being. It was believed that the energy field of the master purified the seeker's mind and heart, removing doubts, fears, and ignorance, simply through silent transmission. No words were needed, for truth itself is silent. Modern research validates what mystics knew. The HeartMath Institute discovered that the human heart generates an electromagnetic field that extends up to 3 meters around the body. This field carries information about your emotional state. When you feel love, gratitude, and peace, your heart rhythm becomes smooth and coherent, radiating harmonious frequencies that others can sense. When you feel anger, anxiety, or hatred, your heart rhythm becomes chaotic, radiating disharmony. This is why a baby can feel safe in the arms of a calm mother, but restless in the arms of an anxious caretaker, even if the caretaker is smiling. This is why animals are drawn to certain people without knowing why. This is why you walk into a room and instantly sense tension or joy, even before anyone speaks. Your energy is your silent language. It is your real prayer. It is your true message to the universe. A story is told of a warrior who wanted to become invincible. He heard of a sage who held the secret to making anyone fearless in battle. He traveled across deserts and mountains until he found the sage meditating under a banyan tree. The warrior bowed and said, "Master, teach me how to become fearless and make my enemies tremble before me." The sage opened his eyes and simply gazed at him. The warrior felt an invisible force, as if an entire mountain had entered his chest. His knees trembled. Tears welled in his eyes. He realized, in that moment, that true fearlessness came not from words or techniques, but from a presence so rooted in truth that nothing could shake it. The sage spoke softly. Before you speak, let your being speak first. Before you fight, let your energy radiate peace. Before you teach, let your silence teach first. The warrior bowed, for he understood, his greatest weapon was not his sword, but the silent power of his own energy. In your daily life, your energy is shaping your relationships more than your words. When you approach someone with hidden anger, they feel it, even if you smile. When you listen with judgment in your heart, they sense the coldness, no matter how compassionate your words. Likewise, when you hold genuine acceptance in your energy, people relax around you. When you radiate calmness, your presence becomes an anchor amidst their storms. When your energy carries silent love, your words become unnecessary. People remember how they felt with you, not what you said. Pause. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly and deeply. Ask yourself, what silent thoughts am I carrying about others today? What silent judgments do I hold against myself? What unspoken intentions are radiating from my heart? With each exhale, release any heaviness. With each inhale, invite light and openness into your chest. Visualize your energy field expanding like a golden mist around your body, soft, calm, and glowing. Your energy is also your greatest tool for manifestation. The universe does not respond to your words or desires alone. It responds to the energy you broadcast consistently. You may say, I want abundance, but if your energy is tight with fear and lack, the universe hears your energy, not your words. You may say, I am worthy of love, but if your energy radiates unworthiness and neediness, people feel that first. This is why masters taught alignment of being before action. When your energy radiates certainty, peace, love, and wholeness, your reality begins to mirror that vibration without effort. There was a bamboo cutter who meditated daily before work. One day, the emperor visited the village, and seeing the bamboo cutter's radiant calmness, asked, "You are a poor man, yet your face glows like gold. Tell me your secret." The bamboo cutter bowed and replied, "Great Emperor, every morning, I empty my thoughts, quiet my mind, and fill my heart with silent gratitude. When I cut bamboo, I cut with joy. When I walk in presence. My wealth is not gold or silver, it is the peace that flows from my heart into my work, into my family, and into this earth." The emperor realized in that moment, despite all his power, he had never felt such silent contentment within himself. To radiate powerful, healing energy in your life. Daily silence. Spend at least 10 minutes in silence each morning. No affirmations, no visualizations. Just silent presence. This purifies your energy field and aligns it with truth. Heart breathing. Visualize breathing in light through your heart, and exhaling that light outward, filling your aura with golden warmth. Silent intention. Before entering any meeting, conversation, or space, silently intend, "May my energy bring peace and clarity here." Non-reaction. Practice observing your thoughts and emotions without reacting. Each moment of non-reaction strengthens your energetic presence. A dying sage lay on his bed, surrounded by disciples. One disciple wept, saying, "Master, you taught us so much. But what will we do without your words of guidance?" The sage opened his eyes weakly and whispered, "My words were never my true teaching. It was my silence that carried the blessing. Even when my body is gone, my energy will remain. Feel it in the silence within you." With those final words, he closed his eyes and left his body. The disciples sat in silent meditation, and each felt a golden, infinite presence enveloping them. A silent blessing beyond death, beyond words. Remember, words fade with time, memories dissolve, but the energy you radiate lives on, carried forward in the hearts and souls you touch. Choose today what your energy will speak when your words are silent. Will it speak fear or faith? Judgment or acceptance? Confusion or clarity? Anger or love? Because in the end, it is not what you said that people will remember. It is how they felt in your silent presence. Be like Anand, the silent monk. Be like the sage whose blessing was his energy. Become a being whose energy speaks the language of peace, of wisdom, and of love that transcends all words.